It's me, Renee. I'm back. So it's Monday, beginning of the year, beginning of the week. Mondays off now. I often try to find fun and uplifting videos for Mondays, though I don't really think I ever do depressing videos. But you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, something cheery and fun, and that's definitely something this video will be, as you know from the title. So yeah, also 2020 was quite a year, at least like in public. Like personally, it wasn't that bad of a year really. I had some good things happen to me personally, but in the public eye way of it, yeah, it was not the best of years. No, it was not. But there was some good, sorry, amazing things that actually happened last year, and this is me kind of recapping, or I don't know, reminding you, or telling you about some of the amazing stuff that happened last year. So, uh, point number one, Percy Jackson is becoming a TV series on Disney Plus. Like, and Uncle Rick is a part of it. This is something that probably everyone and the mom has heard about, but yeah, this is, I mean, none of these are stuff like as new, I suppose, depends on who you are, but like, it's, as I say, recapping, reminding people of some awesome things that happened last year. And yeah, Percy Jackson becoming a TV series. It's just I'm so excited. So excited. I suppose you might say like, well, Renee, can you be that excited? I mean, you haven't I mean, you didn't grow up with the series. You first read them when you were 19. How can you be so over the moon? I mean, it doesn't matter if I was 19 when I picked up the first book. Percy Jackson is still one of my all-time favorite series. It's just so amazing. It's just I can't put into words how good it is. I mean, I just love it so much. And yeah, it becoming a TV series, it's just so happy. You might be curious, like, what is this? It's poke with cookies and cream. I have a video coming up, yeah, up with it in it. So look out, watch out for that. Oh yeah, I'll be snacking on it for this video. So yeah, Percy Jackson becoming a TV series. So excited. Yes, it's still early days. Like there, I think Rick Riordan said that he's at this moment he still hasn't like he's finishing up writing the pilot, so it's far from finished like the first season anyway. But we know that one season is coming anyway. But still like that he's involved and that the first episode is more or less finished written. It's just I mean, yes, I know it's early days, so we probably won't have anything like concrete until like 2022, 2023. But still, we're getting a series. I'm so happy. That's kind of obvious. But yeah, moving on to the next tidbit. We're getting a Kane Chronicles movie. Kane Chronicles. Some people actually say that they love Percy Jackson, but they kind of other than people are often in the camp that they either love Percy Jackson, don't think the Kane Chronicles are that good, or they love Percy Jackson and haven't read the Kane Chronicles. I have read them both, and I love the Kane Chronicles. It's an amazing trilogy. It's Egyptian mythology, and that's not really that's not really that's sorry that's not really that's something that's very common out there really, and it's a great written series, and I love it, and it becoming movies. So like, why is this becoming movies and not TV series? Because Peter Jackson is becoming TV series. Why the change? Because I think they're both by the same, by the both by Disney. I think Disney are both doing both. So like, because like because I was like, yes, Peter Jackson TV series. TV series like it means like you can have like time to flesh out stuff. You don't really have to remove that much stuff. Like one thing that's pretty well known is that when you have a book and you turn it into a movie, you have to fill lots of stuff and remove it because you don't have that much time. With a TV series, you have more time, so it's kind of a bit scary that the King Chronicles are becoming movies. but still, I mean, it's not like all the book adaptations that are becoming movies are awful and bad. So yeah, I suppose I'm a bit hesitant because it's a movie and not a TV series, but still like I'm still excited. It was kind of very fun to like have it as a movie because like it seems like more like grander and bigger and in a way. Not that I mean you have Game of Thrones and Outlander, so you have big and grand TV series as well. So yeah, I'm just gonna move on to the next great thing on my list of things to be excited that happened last year. The Mater is becoming a movie. Yeah, every of the Mater books by Meg Abbott are becoming movies. This one I actually have own video on. I'll link it down below. But yeah, the Miniature series by Meg Abbott, one of my all-time favorite series. I reread it uh every year, every other year. It's just perfection, really. It has great friendship, female friendship. It has great villains, great romance. It has great protagonists. Everything is just so good. People should just check it out. It's kind of been kind of forgotten about between like all the Vampire Diaries and the Twilight and all the other stuff. Like the manager by Meg Cabot. She's sassy and she talks to ghosts and kicks ghost ass. I mean, it's just so good. People should definitely check it out. Definitely check it out. And now you have a great reason to check it out. And yeah, so excited when I found I actually found out this while I think it was kind of announced last October or like last summer or something like that. And I was at work, just like nothing was really happening, so I was just checking my phone, and I saw it. I was like, I actually gave a little scream, like. Luckily, no one was at work at that time. I worked in a bookstore, so if it had been like in the middle of the day or lots of customers, it might have been embarrassing. No one was in there then, so it worked out fine. But I suppose also like me fangirling over a book becoming a movie wouldn't really been out of place in a bookstore. But yeah, yeah. Oh, such emotion and excitement. Yeah, gonna be so fun. But I suppose this one, kind of like I suppose in this one with this series, I'm kind of more prepared that there will be changes because the book series came out like in 97, 98, 99, 2001. So the references are very aughts or 90s. So those stuff, I can understand you'll change. But also, some of them you don't really need. Like there was a reference to Ben Affleck, and it was Ben Affleck and was also Christian Bale. No, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, and they're both pretty relevant today. So I suppose you could use that stuff, but I suppose you could also change stuff up. But yeah, like just as long as you keep most like the 80%, if as long as you keep 90% true to book, and 90% of the important stuff, I'm happy. I'm pretty happy with that. So yeah, mm. Originally that was kind of like my list of stuff. And then for like, I just have three stuff. Should I kind of have? It wasn't there more great fun things happening in 2020. It was just three things that was so amazing about last year. And that's something like, no, yeah, that's that and that and that and that. So yeah, these are the stuff that I kind of have to think about, but like obviously, will like still stuff that excited me. But yeah, next on the list is we got a new season of Black Girl in a Big Dress. So in case you didn't know, Black Girl in a Big Dress is a YouTube series. It's based around sorry, a black let's say character, a black woman who loves to words, who loves to she loves to dress up in period clothing like Jane Austen style, and she goes to like this Jane Austen role playing events, and it's just very full of fun and like it revolves around that. And yeah, it's a great series if you want to, if you love Jane Austen, if you like Jane Austen, if you like historical dramas, if you like funny videos, check it out. I'll link it down in below. And yeah, so now, yeah, as I said, season 2 was released last year. So now there's 2 seasons, and I haven't really heard when season 3 is coming, but I'm thinking it is coming because it has pretty big, like, big eyeballs and big, like, many views on it, on it, of it, on it. There's a video how big views on it. Sorry, sometimes my my English just kind of goes. Ugh. I mean, it's not always really easy to know what words are right, are correct. Yeah. Anyway, that series is very very good, and as it's a YouTube series, most of the episodes are pretty short, like 10 minutes. So you go through them all very quickly, and yeah. Let's move on to next. This one, it's actually a bit more personal, I suppose, in a way. Yeah, it is personal. I suppose from like, yeah, from now on onward, it's have much more. Well, no, it's not. Okay, sorry. This just this item is much more personal, though. I want to I want to include it because it's my channel and because I want to. So actually, one great thing that happened last year, in the very early of last year. It wasn't late, it was early. Last February, actually just 2 weeks before Corona came to Norway. 2 weeks before it finally just like arrived in Norway. 2 weeks before, I went to London for a weekend, and so I went and saw names. I can't remember names. Prince of Egypt, the Prince of Egypt musical. And that was so good. I went to Waterstones. Actually, I went to the Waterstones in Piccadilly, which is actually the biggest bookstore in, as well as the YouTube in Europe. It's 5 floors high, and it was an amazing trip there. And I was just, yeah, I love being in London. I went in London for a weekend, so it was 3 days, 3 whole days. I went over on Tuesday, went back on Monday, and yeah, it was just an amazing time. Loved it so much. And yeah, I actually have a video where I talk more about it. Yeah, link that down below. So yeah, even though most of last year I didn't really do that much traveling, I did do that, and that was amazing. And you know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna include this as well because it's kind of in the same vein. It's not a new item, but it's so similar that I'm just gonna throw it in there as the same item. And that is last October, September, yeah, around there, I went to Oslo, which is the capital, let's say city. Well, it's a city. It's a city that is the capital of Norway. And so Oslo, they just, sorry, they opened a new public library last year. Actually, they were they were supposed to open it in March, which didn't happen because that's when things really hit the fan here in Norway. They end up like postponing it until like September. They had an opening. It was like a huge opening as they had wanted to, but it was no. They have it. They opened it up, so now it's open. So yeah, I went to that new public library that was opened. I'm not sure if I said it, but yeah, it's the public library in Oslo, in the capital. One of the branches, the main branch. It was moved and yeah, reopened. And that okay, so that the new building, like where it is now, I think it's kind of like 4 or 5 floors high. In the first floor, they have a restaurant, a cafe, and actually a bar. And yeah, there's just so many places you can sit and read, and it's a great view of there. A great view when you go into in the building, and it's just an amazing place. I actually also have a video from there. I'll link that also in down below if you want to check it out. And yeah, that was very fun for me as a book lover, also as a librarian, educated librarian. Also, was actually where I got my education, so it's very fun to be back for that weekend. And yeah, and you know what? It's not. Sorry, it's not a me video if I don't have a tea. Still hot, not that cold. Yay! Now, up next we have suppose a bit more mundane thing. It's not that personal, but it is personal. It is the Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist, which is a TV series that came out last year with the season one, and it actually was. I'm not sure when it came out in the States, but at least in Norway it came out. I think it was last March, so it was just perfect because so so the whole idea is that Zoe she lives in San Francisco. There's an earthquake. I think she either falls or she gets something in her head. Anyway, something happens around the because of the earthquake. She goes to the doctor. Well, she gets a headache. She goes to the doctor and discovers, okay, it's nothing, no big deal. But after the earthquake, she starts hearing people singing to her around her all the time. And she's like, what? Why are you singing? Why are you singing? And they aren't singing. So the thing is that she can now hear their thoughts. Like if someone close to her is sad, instead of like, of course, often they don't really say they're sad, but she can understand their feelings, and they can sing their feelings to her in song, and it's just a very very cool concept and fun concept, whimsical, but also yeah, so good. It's both happy but also sad because people are sad. People are sad sometimes, and yeah, sorry, definitely a series that I really needed in March of last year, and I kind of devoured it, most of the episodes in one go, and yeah, definitely recommend it if you need a little pick me up. I'll link the trailer down below. Sorry, lost my notebook. Then we have, yeah, this is a bit of a quick one. Yeah, I suppose this last two are a bit quicker news items, but still. So last year, a song that was all around, or a lot around, was Dua Lipa's "Don't Stop Now." So Dua Lipa, in case you didn't know, she's a British artist. I think she's kind of been around for like, well, maybe like 6 years. She's been around for some years. And this song, "Don't Stop Now," it was kind of all over radio, all over the place last year, and I really enjoyed it. For, like just kind of it being very quality and very fun and just great song. And then the last week of last year, because that's kind of often people like talk about best things of this year, and like when some things are kind of nominated as best songs of the year, or like some things sometimes you have like yeah, all this stuff. And I think maybe there was a sort of competition or like rating, a grading of like best songs from the UK or something, or something like that. But anyway, maybe it was like more most listened to song. Anyway, I was listening to the radio, and turns out "Don't Stop Now" by Dua Lipa. Yes, Dua Lipa wrote it herself, but she co-wrote it with a female, with a woman from my town where I grew up. And she's like, so that's just so cool. I'm so happy and so proud, and it's just amazing. Now, I suppose you might ask yourself, which town did you grow up in? Now I'm gonna give you a little of a challenge. You can try it yourself, or just like, oh, cool. The town I grew up in is Bodø. Bodø. Yeah, it's a Norwegian letter. It's a letter with it's a O with a line in it. It's actually the letter that 21 pilots has in their names, even though they're not Norwegian. So that's kind of weird. But yeah, So Dua Lipa's having a success that's partly Norwegian is quite cool. Yeah, quite cool. And this last one is also regarding Norway and the world. So Netflix is a thing that everyone has, or it's kind of big thing. And for a long time, Netflix was kind of very based around the States, but lately they're making more and more collaborations with people around the world, and they kind of they do Asian dramas on Netflix, so they buy rights and they have it on Netflix and stuff. And yeah, so actually last year, sorry, no, sorry, yeah, so actually 2019, there was a new Netflix series, Home for Christmas, Hjem til jul, and it was Norwegian, but it was on Netflix, so everyone can watch it. I think it was kind of huge success. It got season 2. Season 2 was released the 3rd or 4th week of December. It became one of the most viewed one of the most used TV series on Netflix. A Norwegian drama, well, Norwegian comedy. It's just quite fun, quite fun. That makes me quite happy, quite happy. Yeah, and that, my friends, are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 things from last year that made me so happy. And yeah, so now it's time. It's time. Well, let me know in the comments. Are you excited for any of these things? Did something happen last year that you were excited about, like in the public stuff? Maybe you want to share something personal. That's up to you. And yeah, I hope you have a nice day, evening, whatever. And I'll see you later. Bye.